Vitamin C is one of the hottest and most sought-after skincare ingredients in the world. It is also one of the most controversial. Does it really work? And do you need to spend top dollar on a product to get the benefit? In this video, I am giving you my opinion of whether you should spend or save on a vitamin C serum. But there are a few tricky things that you need to know, and I'm about to let you in on a few secrets of the skincare industry. So you tell me if this sounds good to you. A single skincare ingredient that does three things. 1, it prevents or treats fine lines and wrinkles. 2, it brightens the skin by treating dark spots. And 3, it serves as an antioxidant against free radical damage such as that from UV light and environmental toxins that lead to skin cancer and rapid photoaging of the skin. That is what vitamin C in skincare can do for your skin. So that's a no-brainer. This ingredient should be in your skincare routine. But like all things in life, it's just not that simple. Vitamin C is quite challenging to correctly formulate into a skincare product. And it's challenging for you to navigate the world of vitamin C products. Here are the 4 problematic things with vitamin C. 1, it is a very unstable and delicate ingredient. If vitamin C is exposed to light or air, the molecule can be permanently inactivated. What happens when it gets exposed to light or air is that it rapidly accepts 2 electrons to its structure, and that transforms it into a different molecular structure called dihydroL-ascorbic acid, or DHAA, which has a ring shape. And when this DHAA is oxidized, it irreversibly opens that ring and becomes permanently inactive. So it won't have any benefit on your skin. So that's the first challenge, formulating it so that vitamin C is stabilized and protected from changing into an inactive form. The next problem is that vitamin C needs to be quite acidic with a low pH to actually absorb into your skin so it can give you those benefits. This is a problem because a product with a pH this low can be pretty irritating in some sensitive skin people or those with skin problems like eczema or rosacea. So that's the second challenge, to formulate the product with added ingredients to soothe the skin and make this irritating ingredient more tolerable so that you can use it frequently enough to get the benefit. Another problem is that practically every brand makes a vitamin C product. How do we know all these brands are doing a good job formulating it? With so many options at all different price points, our next challenge is knowing how to pick the right one. And last, because we know it's a great ingredient and it's also common knowledge among skincare enthusiasts that it's difficult to formulate, companies really use this to their advantage to market products at higher price points with claims that it is highly stable and worth the price. But what backs up these claims? Are you being scammed? This is a problem because it leads many people to overspend on this product in their routine. So I did a deep dive into this topic, starting with the industry gold standard topical vitamin C product, which is SkinCeuticals CE Ferulic acid for $166. This is one of the most expensive skincare products on the market. I linked this exact product below because SkinCeuticals makes a lot of serums, so I want to be clear which one I am diving into in this video. This product can command this price point for several reasons. 1, it works well for most people. A product that works is typically worth buying and rebuying again and again. And 2, it's marketed exceptionally well. This is sold to you with claims like clinically proven and patented technology, advanced and powerful protection, backed by dermatologists, pure vitamin C, highly potent, superior antioxidant benefits. You get done reading this description and you are convinced that you must have this product. And when I did my deep dive and I read the whole patent and looked at the studies, these claims can actually be substantiated with evidence. So this is a quite compelling argument. Number 3, this is very commonly endorsed by dermatologists worldwide, giving it another level of credibility. And 4, perhaps most important, is their biggest selling and marketing point, which is that SkinCeuticals holds a patent for the formulation of this product. According to the brand, they have 3 parameters for ensuring the top efficacy of their vitamin C serum. 1 is that they use pure vitamin C. 2, their product is appropriately acidic at a pH of less than 3.5, so it can actually penetrate into the skin. And 3, the vitamin C has a concentration of more than 10%. So according to this patent, SkinCeuticals has formulated this product with the exact concentration of multiple ingredients that synergistically work together to stabilize the vitamin C and work effectively as an antioxidant. This patent was granted in 2007 and is set to expire in 2025. So let's take a look into the actual product. The price point, like I said, is $166, and this rarely goes on sale. I have this one linked below. For the ingredients, I really love this ingredient list because it is simple with only 12 total ingredients. It is a minimalistic product, which is always my personal preference. The standout ingredients here are 15% pure vitamin C. You want a vitamin C product to have between 10 to 20% vitamin C, so this one falls right in that range. It has 0.5% ferulic acid, which is an antioxidant and a stabilizer of vitamin C. And it has 1% vitamin E, which is also an antioxidant and works synergistically with the vitamin C. The other ingredients are solvents to dilute and stabilize the formula, ingredients to adjust the pH, and moisturizers for the skin. It's fragrance-free, paraben-free, and it's made for all skin types. My opinion, however, is to be very cautious if you have allergy-prone or sensitive skin. So this has an opaque glass bottle to protect its stability against light exposure. The thing I'll point out is that it is in a dropper bottle, so there is quite a bit of air exposure to this when you're using it. Now, maybe there is something in this formulation that makes it stable against all this air exposure, but I am skeptical of how that is not a problem given what we know about vitamin C when it is exposed to air. So I don't love that aspect of this product, and that is why I'm excited to show you another vitamin C option in this video that does not have that issue. So because of that, I would say if you splurge on this vitamin C, unfortunately, you will want to use it up in a timely manner or replace it perhaps more often than other products you own. I found online that it remains stable for up to 6 months once it is opened. Now, the most shocking thing about this product is noticed right when you open it, and that is its smell. It kind of smells like hot dog water. If you know, you know. That is pretty much the universal description of the way this product smells. It can be off-putting at first, but the smell really goes away quickly once you put it on your skin. I don't think this is a big deal because I prefer fragrance-free products, even if that means that its scent is not as wonderful. To use this properly, you will apply 4 to 5 drops to a dry face, neck, and chest before any other skincare products. You want nothing else to interfere with this absorption. I recommend using this in the morning so that you get maximum photo protection and antioxidant protection from the UV light and the environment as you go about your day. You can apply your moisturizer and sunscreen over this, and then you are all set for your morning routine. I have my favorite skincare routine products linked below that pair nicely with the Vitamin C Serum, so check those out. So again, the vitamin C, ferulic acid, and vitamin E combination in this product works synergistically to form new collagen under the skin, which erases fine lines and wrinkles. It works to block the enzymes responsible for hyperpigmentation or dark spots on the skin, so it is a great skin brightener. And these antioxidant properties allow for scavenging free radicals that otherwise would cause accelerated aging of the skin and potentially skin cancer. But the big question remains, is this worth $166, or can you find a different vitamin C serum that is just as effective for a fraction of the cost? So let me go back to the patent issue. Many people will say that SkinCeuticals is unmatched and worth the splurge because of this patent. But here is some food for thought on patents in skincare. There is a downside to patents. One, patents are very expensive and time-consuming to create and file. Not all brands can or will go through the process like a major conglomerate brand such as L'Oreal, who owns SkinCeuticals, can. So I conjecture that just because a product doesn't have a patent does not necessarily mean its formula isn't top quality or highly effective. These are not mutually exclusive. And think of all the wonderful and highly effective skincare products out there without a patent. That speaks for itself. And two, the major downside for a brand to file a patent is that it actually makes the brand's product way more susceptible to getting knocked off by copycats. When a patent is filed, the product formulation becomes public knowledge, so it's no longer under lock and key. The method for creating that particular product must be detailed in the patent, which reveals it to the public. So you can see that not all brands will want to do this and instead prefer to keep their special formula private and harder to replicate by competitors. However, for me and you as consumers of these products, it's kind of nice to see products with a patent because it makes that product and its formulation way more transparent. Not only do we get to know all the ingredients in it, but we learn their percentages and the formulation techniques. We get to learn things like the pH of the product as well, which is not always easy to find on other products. And this helps us know exactly what we are getting from that product and can help to some extent compare it to other products when making our unique skincare routine selections. Okay, so now we know that patents don't have to mean other products are inferior. So let's look at some SkinCeutical dupes and see how they stack up to the gold standard CE Ferulic acid. I'm going to start here with the Drunk Elephant C-Firma Fresh Day Serum. This is linked below. This is an ingredient dupe for the CE Ferulic acid, and it is less than half the price. I bought this for $78. This is the product that you saw me going into Sephora to buy recently on my Instagram. If you are not following me on Instagram, this is a great time to do so at The Budget Dermatologist. This has 15% pure L-ascorbic acid, the same as SkinCeuticals. It has 0.5% ferulic acid, the same as the SkinCeuticals, and 1% vitamin E. Again, the exact same as the SkinCeuticals version. But in contrast to the SkinCeuticals minimalistic ingredient list, Drunk Elephant has a few other added ingredients such as pumpkin extract to help exfoliate dead skin cells away. It contains sodium hyaluronate to moisturize the skin, and it contains a number of other fruit extracts to boost its antioxidant effects. I personally lean towards the SkinCeuticals more minimalistic formula, but as long as these added ingredients do not irritate your skin, I don't find that to be a drawback for most people. This is also a clean product. It is fragrance and paraben free. I love that this brand reveals the pH of their product, which is 2.5, very similar to the SkinCeuticals one, if not a little bit lower than the CE Ferulic acid. And in this case, lower is better for absorption. Many brands do not make this pH level public knowledge, so that is wonderful about this one in particular. This is an absolute ideal pH that we know is able to penetrate into the skin. Now, this is quite the unique packaging, and I actually really love it. It's kind of innovative and risky. I'm into it. So with this product, you are the mixologist. This actually comes with the powder vitamin C separate from the base. This allows it to not become activated until you mix it. And this keeps it stable for longer because it minimizes its exposure to air. Compared to the commonly seen dropper bottle format like SkinCeuticals, which allows exposure to air with every single use as you pull the dropper into and out of the bottle each time, this is in a pump form within an opaque bottle. So the exposure to air is minimal when you mix it the very first time and then never again after that. And for that reason, I give this packaging a nod over the SkinCeuticals. You use this the same way as the SkinCeuticals one pump to the face, neck, and chest in the morning. Apply it to dry skin as the first product that you use, and then follow it up with your moisturizer and sunscreen. Now, this is so much so a dupe for the $166 CE Ferulic acid that there was a lawsuit for patent infringement of this product. So you know it was similar enough if L'Oreal, who owns SkinCeuticals, sued Drunk Elephant because of it. This product was then reformulated recently in a unique way so that it still has probably the exact same formula and ingredients. I am just guessing here, but now it's visibly different enough because of the deconstructed format. So we have here two incredibly similar products, both with a few pros and cons at drastically different price points. Which one are you leaning towards buying? Both are linked below. But let me tell you about two more vitamin C serum dupes that are truly worth talking about right now. This is the Glow Maker by Maelove, and this is $26.99. This is linked below as well. So this is an ingredient dupe for SkinCeuticals because it also contains the trifecta vitamin C, ferulic acid, and vitamin E. The difference here between this one and the SkinCeuticals and the Drunk Elephant options is that we know only the concentration of the vitamin C, which is 15%, the same as the others. We know that it has ferulic acid and vitamin E, but we don't know the exact percentages of those. It's probably the exact same as SkinCeuticals, if not very close. That is just my guess. But it also contains hyaluronic acid like the other two, and an added blend of botanical extracts, so a similar concept here to the Drunk Elephant one with the added ingredients beyond the minimal formula of SkinCeuticals. This also comes in an opaque bottle, and it comes in a dropper bottle format like the SkinCeuticals one, which is not my top preference. I favor the Drunk Elephant packaging still. This is also a clean and fragrance-free product and paraben-free. You want to use this the exact same way as I already described for the others. So honestly, this is a very reasonable place to start if even the Drunk Elephant is a stretch for your budget. My major downside to this is the lack of transparency in terms of the percentages, and I do not know the pH of this product, which is such a crucial point for this particular ingredient. This is not my personal top pick overall, but it is one that I definitely will recommend as the most budget-friendly option, and yes, I do think this is still effective. Products by Maelove tend to get very, very good reviews. And my last dupe that I'll talk about is Timeless Skincare Vitamin C plus E Ferulic Acid Serum. This comes in two options, both that I linked below for you. A 10% vitamin C for $25.95 for 1 ounce, and a 20% vitamin C for $26.95. You can also find these on Amazon from the Timeless Skincare store for much less than those prices, and I will have those links below too. Having both the 10 and 20% is really great because if you have sensitive skin, you have an option of choosing the lower 10% version, which is less likely to be irritating. And again, you want your vitamin C concentration to be somewhere between 10 to 20%, so both of these will be great options. Like all the other ones I mentioned, this also contains ferulic acid and vitamin E, which both work synergistically with the vitamin C to stabilize it and improve the antioxidant effects. However, like the Maelove one, I could not readily find the percentage of those two ingredients like the SkinCeuticals and the Drunk Elephant reveal. Also, I could not find the pH of this one either. This also has hyaluronic acid in it like the others. Now, with that said, this ingredient list is a minimalistic one, just like SkinCeuticals, and it is the closest to SkinCeuticals without the added plant and botanical extracts. So, if you are a minimalist or have highly sensitive and allergy-prone skin, this is going to be a very solid option for you. You can see that the packaging is an opaque bottle, which is a must-have for a vitamin C serum, and I am loving the format here, which is a pump bottle like the Drunk Elephant. There is no dropper bottle design here. I think this further supports the stability of this product. And on the Timeless website, it says that this will remain stable for 3 months after opening, so that is a shorter time period than the others, but it does say that refrigeration will extend the lifespan up to 6 months. Now, with all that said about these dupes, I want to remind you that just because two products have a similar or nearly exact same ingredient list doesn't mean they are equal. The concentrations of these ingredients may be different. This is not disclosed on many products, and the order or method in which the ingredients are combined can also affect how well this product works. This is where it can get complicated in the skincare world because there isn't a great way to compare two products apples to apples, and this just can't be done by reading the labels. Sometimes this can take your own trial and error with using the products. So that is where you come in to decide for yourself which product within your budget you want to try first. It is okay to start with a more affordable option and watch for results. You can bump it up to a more expensive option from there if you want to compare results. Do you want to know if I spend or save on a vitamin C serum? After this deep dive, I feel confident saving on a serum and trying one of these dupes. But whatever vitamin C serum you end up selecting for yourself, I will leave you with these shopping tips. 1. Look for L-ascorbic acid as the form of vitamin C. Vitamin C can come in several other derivatives, but this is the pure form that you want for this product. 2. Check the percentage on the label. You want something at least 10% or higher, and if you have sensitive skin, start on the lower end. 3. Choose one with a dark container or individual single-dose packaging. 4. Remember that an airtight container is the most optimal. 5. Look for added stabilizing ingredients like vitamin E and ferulic acid. 6. Check some unbiased reviews out. And 7. Try something affordable. If you don't notice results, then go for a higher price and see how it compares. So, are you going to spend or save on a vitamin C serum? I am dying to hear your thoughts. Tell me in the comments below. And subscribe for more spend or save matchups, and come say hi on my Instagram @thebudgetdermatologist. See you soon.